Welcome back to Limitless Mentality, where we discuss profound psychological truths to help you improve your life. Today, we're breaking down a subtle but dangerous behavior that too many people miss. When someone doesn't argue, they manipulate. This tactic can leave you feeling confused, guilty, or even like you're the problem, when really, you're being controlled without even realizing it. By the end of this video, you'll be able to spot these hidden tactics and protect yourself from toxic dynamics that drain your mental energy. Number 1. They change the subject when they're cornered. One of the clearest signs someone is manipulating instead of arguing is when they suddenly steer the conversation in a completely different direction. Instead of addressing your concern, they bring up something unrelated, like a mistake you made last month or a problem they're having at work. This isn't forgetfulness, it's strategy. It shifts your focus away from the issue you raised and puts you on the defensive. Now you're talking about you, not them. And if you don't catch it, you'll leave the conversation thinking you overreacted or misunderstood. This redirection tactic is often used to avoid accountability and maintain control. Number 2. They use guilt instead of logic. Healthy disagreements are based on reasoning, listening, and mutual understanding. Manipulators skip all that and go straight for your emotions. You might say, "I felt hurt when you ignored my message." And instead of discussing it, they say, "Wow, I guess I'm just a horrible person." Or, "I didn't realize I was such a burden." That's not them taking responsibility. It's a guilt trip, and it puts you in the role of comforter instead of truth teller. This kind of emotional manipulation is meant to make you feel bad for even bringing up your feelings. And over time, it teaches you to stay silent, just to avoid drama. Number 3. They gaslight instead of listening. Gaslighting is when someone makes you question your own perception of reality. And it's a favorite tool for manipulators who don't want to engage in real conversations. If you say, "That hurt me," they might respond with, "You're too sensitive," or "That never happened." It doesn't matter if you have evidence or a strong memory. They'll act like you imagined it. This wears you down over time. You begin to second-guess your memory, your feelings, and even your sense of self. And the worst part, you start trusting them more than you trust yourself. That's exactly what they want. Number 4. They turn the blame back on you. In a real argument, both people are allowed to express their sides and work toward understanding. But with a manipulator, it's always flipped. If you say, "You made a joke at my expense," they'll respond with, "You're always so negative," or "You take everything personally." Now, instead of being accountable, they've put you on trial. This tactic works because it catches you off guard and makes you feel like you need to defend yourself. The original issue is forgotten, and now you're focused on clearing your name. That's how manipulation wins, by never staying on topic. Number 5. They give you the silent treatment. Instead of working through conflict, manipulators punish you with silence. It's not just about needing space. It's a way to control you. You're left wondering what you did wrong, replaying every word, desperate to fix things. But here's the catch. Silence isn't meant to heal. It's meant to create anxiety, and that anxiety puts you back in their control. You might apologize just to end the discomfort, even if you weren't at fault. Over time, this tactic teaches you to avoid conflict completely, just to keep the peace. That's not a relationship. It's emotional submission. Number 6. They pretend to be the victim. When you confront a manipulator, they don't defend their actions. They make you feel like they're the one being hurt. They might cry, bring up past trauma, or claim you're attacking them. It's all designed to make you feel guilty for speaking up. And it works, because most people don't want to be the bad guy. But here's the thing. Sharing how you feel isn't an attack. If someone twists your honesty into cruelty, they're not protecting themselves. They're protecting their power over you. Real relationships allow space for both people to feel seen and heard. Number 7. They use confusion as a weapon. If you leave conversations with certain people feeling mentally foggy, second-guessing what just happened, that's not a coincidence. Confusion is one of the most subtle tools manipulators use. They might change their story mid-conversation, speak in riddles, or suddenly accuse you of things that don't make sense. The goal is to destabilize your sense of clarity. When you're confused, you're easier to control. You'll rely more on their version of events and less on your own instincts. That's when manipulation becomes deeply dangerous, because it rewrites your reality from the inside out. Number 8. They frame control as help. Sometimes, manipulators disguise control as care. They'll say things like, "I'm just trying to protect you," or "I only did it because I love you." But pay attention to the pattern. Does their help always come with a loss of your independence? Do you feel smaller, more limited, less free after they intervene? Real help empowers you. Manipulative help makes you dependent. They might discourage you from talking to friends, making certain choices, or pursuing goals, always with the excuse that they know best. But that's not love. That's control in disguise. Number 9. They never actually say what they want. Manipulators rarely speak directly. Instead, they hint, sigh, or make vague comments like, "I guess it would be nice if someone cared," or "It's fine, I'll just do it myself." They expect you to pick up on the clues, and when you don't, they act disappointed or cold. This is a power play. If they told you what they wanted, you could set a boundary or say no. But by staying indirect, they force you into a guessing game. You're constantly trying to read their mood and please them, and they love it that way, because it keeps you off balance. Number 10. They make you feel like you're the crazy one. Perhaps the most painful part of being manipulated is the way it messes with your sense of reality. You might notice the contradictions, the deflections, the emotional traps, but every time you bring them up, you're told you're paranoid, overreacting, or being dramatic. Over time, this makes you doubt your own sanity. You feel isolated, like no one else sees what you see. That's what makes manipulation so dangerous. It's not loud or obvious. It's slow, subtle, and psychological. But once you name it, once you spot the tactic, you take back your power. The scariest thing about manipulation is that it often hides behind smiles, silence, or even kindness. It doesn't scream, it whispers. But once you learn to see the patterns, you can't unsee them. You realize that healthy conflict should feel uncomfortable, not disorienting. It should move you toward clarity, not confusion. So, if someone in your life constantly avoids real arguments by twisting the truth, guilt-tripping you, or making you doubt yourself, that's not peace. It's control. And you deserve better. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling more confused than when you started? What tactic hit home for you today? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear how you've dealt with it or what you've learned. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more eye-opening insights. Until next time, keep striving, keep growing, and stay limitless.